Hello, my name is Lavelle Goodwin. I am the person behind the CHEATauWorld website, and I'm also a member of the board of Inn of the Rockies, which is an interim board that set itself up for the purpose of taking over the Banff Mountain Lodge and Spa and Chateau Canmore on behalf of the members of CHEATauWorld. The interim board of Inn of the Rockies Spa and Lodge undertook an evaluation of the facilities previously managed by CHEATauWorld, and we did that just to determine, the feasibility of creating a member-owned and operated resort. And so we sent our resident engineer, Al Rothbauer, in to figure out exactly, or within reason, what the values of the properties were and what we should be looking at in terms of cost. So the resorts include Banff Mountain Lodge and Spa, which of course is located near Canmore in the hamlet of Harvey Heights. The resort number is 6328 in your RCI catalog, if that's meaningful to you. And also Chateau Canmore Resort, which is located near the center of the town of Canmore. It was listed in the RCI catalog as resort number 3655 until it was disaffiliated with RCI back in May of 2009. Now, the items used to do the assessment were tax assessments of each property, real estate assessments of each property, and then also, of course, the physical state of the properties themselves. So to start with, we just look at the Banff Mountain Lodge and Spa, which on this slide is identified by that little red rectangle that you see up there. This is the one that's in Harvey Heights, and it's known legally as Plan 0112575. It consists of 58 condominium units, and unit number 5 on this plan, it includes the office area, the spa, and the pool area. Unit 5 of the condominium plan 0112575 has been further subdivided into units 59, 60, 61, and 62 under another condominium plan, which is 0112584. So using legal descriptions, the 2010 tax assessments were located in the municipal district of Bighorn, and the assessed values for tax purposes on the Banff Gate property are $170,000 for each finished unit and $102,000 for an unfinished unit. The office in the pool area is assessed at about $172,000 for an overall assessment for the entire facility of being just over $9 million. A professional assessment, and an independent one, I will add, was done in December of 2009 on some of the Banff Gate units. You can see them listed there. And the assessment showed that a finished unit was valued at $165,000 and an unfinished unit at $90,000. On a forced sale value, those values drop to $135,000 for a finished unit and $60,000 for an unfinished unit. Now, there are numerous items which require maintenance on these properties to get the finished facility into shape both inside and out. You can see on these pictures some of the issues that are faced by the property. And a lot of that is because, of course, the maintenance fees were simply not being used to maintain the facility. We can see inside the units there's stains and all kinds of wear and tear that would have to be dealt with. And not to mention that there are things within the units that should probably be updated, like televisions and that kind of thing. The equipment that's in there is a little bit outdated. We can see here some issues with the foundation, the cracks that you see there. That's a real concern that Al had about the foundations on the unfinished units. And there's also a good deal of finishing work on the outside and the insides of the units that would have to be done. You can see here, this is an unfinished unit. And as you can see, there's no insulation or drywall, let alone carpet or furnishings. So, I mean, this would have to have plumbing, electrical, cabinets, painting, the whole shebang has to go into that one. Now when we go to Chateau Canmore Resort, on this slide it's identified in the area that's outlined in blue, that little rectangle there, and that is the one that's in the town of Canmore. Legally is Condominium Plan 9410464. And there's a total of 26 various sized units in the Chateau Canmore condominium plan. Using the legal descriptions, again, Al went for the 2010 tax assessments that he was able to get from the town of Canmore. And the assessed values for tax purposes are $240,000 for each of the units. The overall assessment for the facility being just over $6 million. In 2009, units at Chateau Canmore Resort were foreclosed on, and they were listed with realtors. And you can see here the prices ranged from $260,000 to $421,000. But the banks foreclosed back in 2008, and foreclosure documents indicate an extremely high value of $428,000 for a single Chateau Canmore Resort unit. And as you're going to see here, that doesn't make a lot of sense when you take a look at the kind of work that's required on this property. We weren't able to look inside the units at the Chateau Canmore Resort units, but if the state of repair outside is any kind of indicator, there would be significant maintenance required on the inside. So both facilities appear to be overpriced in the market and require a good deal of work to get them to reasonable resort standard. And I think that Al did a heck of a fine job putting it all together for us. So I thank you for checking it out. That's what we found when we took a look at the property, and by we I mean Al. And I thank Al for all of his hard work, and I thank you for checking it out. Until next time, ciao.